the American Foundation for the Blind.
Scenes of busy city streets include traffic, pedestrians, don't walk signs, and a stop sign. A man with a white cane is walking down a sidewalk.
Imagine you're walking down the street. You see a man who is blind walking toward you. You think to step out of his way. He then stops in the middle of the sidewalk, at the middle of the block, and seems unsure of his surroundings. You think to yourself, is there something wrong?
He checks his Braille watch.
Should I ask if he needs help?
He turns from side to side.
Does he need my help in getting somewhere? Should I do something? What should I do?
A woman approaches him.
What can I do?
They kiss and hug.
What do you do when you see a blind person?
The narrator is in an office building.
Our purpose today is to help you know what to do and what to expect when you meet someone who's blind or visually impaired. During this presentation, you'll see everyday situations of sighted people interacting with people who are blind or visually impaired. Through these examples, we'll show you some of the things that may come up when you encounter a blind person and how best to provide assistance if and when it's needed. There are no special rules or complicated techniques. You'll learn how easy it is to assist someone who is blind or visually impaired, and you'll feel more comfortable taking the initiative. You'll be able to answer the question, what do you do when you see a blind person?
People walk along a busy street past a sign that reads, "Wait for walk signal." Some people cross a street, and the man with the white cane walks down a sidewalk. He approaches an area marked off with caution tape, orange cones, and a road construction sign, and stands near a metal barricade. A tall man stands next to him and notices his white cane.
It's an age-old misconception that blind people are often helpless.
In fast motion, the tall man carries the blind man across the street and pushes him along.
In reality, people who are blind or visually impaired can and do function independently in most situations. But there may still be times when your assistance would be appreciated. Let's take a look at what might really happen.
The tall man approaches the blind man.
A blind person, like anyone else, will generally ask for assistance if it's needed, or if the surroundings are unfamiliar.
Excuse me. Yeah? Are there any obstructions in the streets? They've been tearing up this intersection for a week. Yeah. Well, it's a mess out there. Yeah, there's some cones, there's a drain, and a bunch of barricades.
If you think someone who is blind might want some assistance, let them know that you are willing to help.
You need some help getting across? Would you mind? No problem. Okay, we got the light. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how you... Don't worry. It's easy. Yeah? I hold on to your arm. Relax. Yeah? And you walk a half a step ahead. Okay, here we go. Okay. We gotta go to the left here. All right. Like this. Okay. I'm getting on the bus right over there. So am I.
When you walk with someone who is blind, be specific in describing the surroundings. Direct him or her by saying right or left. Let him or her know if you are coming to a curb, for example, or if there are steps that go up or down.
They approach the bus stop.
You did pretty good for a first-timer. Yeah, thanks a lot. Where are you headed? Nah, I'm going to work. Me too. Over by First Avenue. Really? Yeah, I can't believe I've never seen you here. I mean, I've never noticed you looking for a... Sorry. It's okay. I use words like see and look every day. Blind people are allowed to use all the words of the English language, you know. Oh, I see. I'm Dave Simon. Mark Johnson. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. So, what do you do for a living? I'm a computer programmer. Really? I'm in computer sales. No kidding. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can get me a good price on a laptop. My wife's been wanting a new one. Well, I might be able to actually help you out there.
Mark has his wallet.
Do you mind if I ask you, how do you tell one card from the other? I mean, I've sometimes tried to pay my bus fare with a library card. Oh, well, look, my transit card is a lot thinner than the others, and it's got a cut-off corner. So that's easy. Right. Then on my credit cards, I have Braille, so I can tell them apart. Interesting. How would you tell a $1 bill from a 20? I fold each denomination in a different way. All you need is a system. Right. Maybe you feel like grabbing lunch sometime this week? We could talk about that laptop. Sure.
Mark reaches into his shirt pocket.
Here's my card.
Oh, wow, Braille on the card, too. That's amazing. Here's my card. I'm sorry, there's no Braille on it.
Oh, no problem.
He pockets Dave's card.
Okay, let's see.
He types on a Braille and speak machine.
Dave Simon, did you say?
Simon, S-I-M-O-N.
What's your work number, Dave?
It's 935-8900. What is that thing?
It's a Braille note taker.
Uh-huh.
Kind of like a personal organizer.
Oh, interesting. Oh, here comes a bus.
Oh, okay. Well, let's not miss it.
Okay.
Dave watches Mark step onto the bus, then follows him.
Just like you, blind people use organizational techniques to get through the day. A person who is blind or visually impaired may organize his wallet to make it easier to identify different kinds of bills, just as he might organize his dresser at home with a drawer for black socks and one for brown. Organizational methods take the mystery out of everyday tasks like riding the crosstown bus. Let's catch back up with Mark a few days later at the office.
Mark is at his desk.
Notice that Mark uses a computer with speech to read to him what you or I might see on the screen. Many new technologies have been developed that enable people who are blind or visually impaired to contribute their skills and talents and participate effectively in the workplace.
Mark Johnson, hello.
Hey, Mark, it's Dave Simon.
Dave Simon.
Dave from the bus the other night.
Dave from the bus. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm a little crazy busy, of course.
It's pretty hectic around here, too.
Yeah. So, you, remember that laptop computer that you were talking about that you wanted to buy for your wife?
Oh, sure. Hey, always a salesman, huh?
Well, that's me. I've been thinking about it, and I think if you could possibly carve out a little time for lunch, that I might be able to help you out here.
Oh, listen, I can always carve out time for lunch.
Great.
What about the day after tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow? That's good. How's 1 o'clock for you?
1 o'clock is perfect.
Great. Now we just need a place.
Right. You know, there's a place on First Avenue, the Metro Cafe. I've been dying to try it out. What do you think?
I'm always up for something new.
All right.
Later, Dave is standing on the sidewalk in front of the cafe. Mark makes his way along the sidewalk with his cane.
When greeting a blind person, be sure to identify yourself. Don't leave it up to him or her to recognize your voice.
Hey, Mark, it's Dave. Hey, Dave. Yeah. How are you? I'm good, Mark. How you doing? I'm starving. How about you? I'm ready to eat. Take my arm? Yeah. Restaurant's right up here. Great.
Scenes show Dave pushing Mark backward when he opens the door, and Mark running into Dave's arm when he holds the door open.
When guiding someone who is blind, do just that. Guide. Discuss where you are going and what you encounter on the way.
There's a door and a narrow door.
Okay.
Step here.
I step too.
Yeah.
All right, well, tell me which way the door opens.
It goes from the left to the right.
Out or in?
It comes out toward us.
Okay, grab the door.
Grab the door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Open it.
Right.
Pass it to me.
Yeah. Got it?
Okay, now, you're going to have to tuck your arm a little behind you,
Yeah.
and I'll walk right behind you.
Behind. Okay. All right.
Don't ignore somebody because he can't see. Include him or her in the conversation just as you would anyone else.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Do you have a reservation?
No, I didn't.
I made the reservation yesterday, under Johnson.
Of course. Just one moment, please.
And don't walk away without saying anything.
Dave follows the host.
Excuse me, which way?
Oh. Sorry about that, Mark.
It's okay.
Mark takes Dave's arm, and they follow the host into a dining room. The host places their menus on a table and motions to their seats.
Good. Thank you. Let me guess. We're at the table.
Yeah, there's it's 2 chairs and there's leather seats.
Yeah. How about this?
Yeah.
Why don't you put this arm,
Right?
this hand, on my chair,
Your chair here.
and I follow it down.
Right?
That's it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Care to join me?
Sure. Coming right in.
A waiter approaches.
So,
Sir, would you like a cocktail?
I'm blind, not deaf.
Of course. Terribly sorry. My mistake.
it's okay. I've done a lot worse, man.
He has.
Excuse me. Just a sec.